Tramp stamp, right? Tramp stamp. Don't you get that? Like the vibe, tramp stamp. Like that's what comes to my mind when I think about tribal. And I was too young when those were really booming. I think I was like 13 or something, and watching it on Scary Movie and like seeing Tara Reid with it and all the girls that you wanted to be. But tramp stamp, right? Right. Hey, crime fam and nail sisters alike. Hey, what's up? Are you new here? Hi, how are you? Hit that subscribe button. We're going to go over a fill real quick today, and then we're going to go into this nail art. Honestly, my process for a fill is really similar to prepping the nail from the get-go. And I am big on paying attention and taking my time, especially when it comes to the cuticle area, because I like it to look good. So pushing back the cuticles with a cuticle pusher, and then using my cuticle bit to push them back even further. I don't apply pressure to the nail plate with my cuticle bit. It just rests on it and flicks up the dead skin as it goes. My main thing is just pushing at that skin with the cuticle bit. People would think that you are actually applying pressure to the nail plate as you are cleaning up around this area. But in all honesty, I'm just resting the bit on the nail plate. It's a good enough bit that it really does the work for me. I don't have to press down. I don't have to apply pressure. My main goal is to push that cuticle area back even further and get up under it and get more of that protein and dead skin that's on that nail plate. My main focus is just exposing as much of the nail bed as possible, and all the dead skin that comes off along the way, that's a plus. Now, after getting all that skin pushed back, we go in with the mandrel bit, and we're just making sure that we get any type of lifting from the acrylic that was applied before. Focus on areas that look whiter or like it has light up under it. It's a lighter area of acrylic. Here's our brush. This is our Unicornio Pink Magical Wand brush. And we're going to go in with our Dehydrate Her and our Prime Her, making sure that we focus on the natural nail, right? Okay, so when I'm going in with that mandrel bit though, I just want to say that I am making sure that I'm etching the nail plate, and that's pretty much it, aside from watching for lifting, and then I will flick that up if there is any. Now, fills come easier with practice. The first couple times you do them, you'll probably pick up too big of a bead, and that's okay because that's what practice is for. That's why you have to keep doing this to get better. So I pick up a really tiny wet bead, and I just smear it over that back third of the nail real quick before it has a chance to dry, because when you're dealing with the cuticle area, that's the area that lifts the fastest. And using a wetter bead helps with adhesion. It helps spread it. If you are taking too long to do your cuticle area, your bead will start to dry, and it will actually look lifted from the start. If your bead starts to dry and you're trying to pat it down to the nail plate, it's not going to adhere correctly. It needs to be wet, especially back in the cuticle area. So make sure you remember that. Make sure when you're using a cuticle bead, it needs to be wet. So now, a little piece of information. I did this fill a week ago, and I did nail art on it, or at least started, and I didn't have time to finish it. So the scene is going to change. Bum, bum, bum. No. Okay, so this is a week ago doing the fill, and I'm not going to show the nail art that I started because I didn't get to finish it. And if you follow us on IG, you would have seen it, and it was a disaster because I had to go to work, and some of it got rubbed off, due to not being able to top coat or anything else. I just ran out of time as usual. The struggle is real. So you're going to see the background change, but still same nails. So don't judge. But after application, we're going to go in and thin out our sidewalls, which is the area on the sides of the nail, not just the sides of your natural nail, right? And then we're sharpening up that shape. But the sides of your natural nail is what I think of the sidewalls. I want to bring those in because that can really make your nail look bulky. If on your natural nail bed, the sidewalls there, if those are thick or bulged out and looking pregnant, your nail is going to look fat and thick. I don't care how thin it is. It literally will look really fat and thick. So I always make sure I focus up in the natural nail bed area and bring those sidewalls in and make it nice and curved. So going in with matte gel polish, I used my 5-in-1 bit to blend in my cuticle area. That bit is great. Don't you know that? Like, you don't even have to apply pressure. It literally does all the work for you. You just gently go in around the cuticle area and it will blend it in. So get you a 5-in-1 bit. I promise you, you will not regret it. It really does help. When I got this one, I was like, oh my God, why was I ever trying to use a crosscut bit to do this? And then we're going to go in with chrome. So I'm using Model 1's dark gray gel polish, and I only did one coat because I did not want it to get bulky. I did one really thin coat, and I cured that 60 seconds. And now I'm going in with our top coat, and I'm only going to cure this for 15 seconds. And then I'm going to add the chrome to the top of it. You really need to pay attention when you are doing your chrome. You do not want to accidentally leave your top coat in the lamp for too long, but you don't want to leave it in there for only 5 seconds. The shine that you get from a 15 to 20 second cure is really beautiful. If you only leave your top coat in the lamp for 5 seconds, it's still going to be kind of tacky, and it's going to show when you go to chrome. It's going to look a little bit more of a glitter effect than a chrome effect. So you want to make sure that you give it a 15-second cure at least, and then you want to make sure that you burnish and you rub and rub and rub because you want that smooth look. You don't want it to look gritty at all. You really want that smooth look. And then we're just going over the top of that with our top coat again. I don't want to mess it up or ruin it as we go in with nail art. So I just go ahead and seal it up right away. Now, so with the nail art, I just looked up tribal designs. Actually, I wanted to do a tribal eye, right? So I looked that up. And I was trying to go in with the Model 1's gray because I'm tired of using the Beetles gel polish black. It's after you get used to using a gel liner paint, and since I'm out of my black gel liner paint, when you get used to using that and how the lines are so crisp, and then you go in and you go back to using gel polish, it's just a huge disappointment. Gel polish don't flow on the nail like you would want it to, and it doesn't stay as tight, if that makes sense. It's not as tightly together. It's not as sharp. You can really get gel liner to be really sharp looking. So I'm just going in and mapping out the design lightly, and then I give that a cure, and then I go in and I end up going over it again because it's gel polish. Like, it doesn't give me that definition that I need on this first coat. It's annoying. It's frustrating. And I ordered more gel liner, so don't worry. The very next video will have gel liner in it, and it will be way better nail art. I kept it basic with this one because I knew I didn't want to do any characters. I wanted to wait until the gel liner paint came. Now, when it comes to tribal, what's great about this is that it is all abstract, all of it. So you don't have to be particular. You just want your points to come to a point, and you want certain areas to be fatter than other areas. Other than that, it is all up to you, and you don't have to be picky. You know, don't sit there and try to have it be completely and utterly perfect. Just make some swoopy lines and get on with it. Because I know a lot of people struggle with nail art, and sometimes your struggle is that you're trying too hard. And with this, it's just swoops and points. That's all tribal is, swoops and points. So I'm going in and just making some more swoops and points, making a swoop, bringing it out to a point, making the belly of the swoop fat and the point a little bit fat. Otherwise, the lines stay thin. I did this part of the design just out of my head. I just wanted to hurry up and get something on the nail, just a filler. I looked at the eyeball on the computer to draw that, but as far as regular tribal goes, I had plenty of practice in school. I'm pretty sure we've all practiced drawing tribal, so it wasn't hard. And yeah, so then, you know, we go in with our chrome and it all works out. So what I wanted to go and talk to you guys about was thank you guys so much. The last video that we uploaded about the tea and the mess and me speaking on this community and issues that go on inside of this community, the love and support from that video is like seriously astounding. That video had like 200 views on it in 2 days. I was like, whoa, wait, what? There's videos on here that I've had on here for a month that don't have 200 views. Like, that's cool. That's cool. So thank you guys so much. I'm not going to continue on with that type of talk. I would really want to bring positivity into this community and, you know, bring nail art and amazing women to the forefront. I don't want to continue to talk about these things that go on behind closed doors. The bullying is not right. The only thing that can stop it, though, is for people to call it out when it's happening to them. And to speak your truth, it made me feel better about that situation, speaking on it. And now I really feel like I'm in a good place and I can move forward without any bitter feelings or any type of remorse. I really feel good. So I really want to thank you guys for listening and, you know, being so supportive of that. And I hope that it pushes other people. If you're going through bullying in this community, please just speak up. You see how the kindness and the support that outpoured for the video that I did, you know, that's waiting for you also. Not everybody is as mean as the people bullying you, okay? Not everybody is like that. Some of us are ready with open arms to welcome you into positivity and a caring relationship in this nail community. I want everybody to have a caring and kind relationship in this nail community. For anybody to come in and have bad experiences is sad, honestly. This is an amazing community. And if you're having bad experiences, I promise you, it is just the people that you're around. You got to open your eyes to other people. There are amazing women here that are ready. So, past that, thank you for listening. I'm sorry. I just don't want to drag that out any further than what it is because I do feel good about that situation. And that's just the God's honest truth. I really feel good about it. And walking away from it at that point there was just, it was great. So, going in, after curing the black gel polish, I leave the tacky layer on it because remember, we already had these matte top coated. The nails were matte top coated. So the only sticky part is the black gel polish. And I did go back in with Beetles, right, to do the lines because that Model 1's just did not work. Even though Model 1's is super thick, it separates. When you put it out to use as a liner paint, it starts to separate and get really thin. I did not like it. So I just grabbed my Beetles black gel polish. I can't wait for my gel liner to be here. What a disappointment. But I do like Beetles gel polish. Just so you guys know, I love how thin it is, and doing too thin coats does not really bulk your nails out. So I really do like Beetles gel polish just for a polish sake. And it really has gotten me by on nail art. Just saying, you know, in a pinch, it works. So now we're just going in with our diamond detail gel. And this is a non-wipe hard gel, right? So even though it's for rhinestones, you can use it for this. And I just go over the designs with that so that it brings them more to life on top of the matte coat. This is the mess I made. And this is the beautiful creation that came out of it. All right, make sure that you subscribe, like, and comment down below. Love you guys. Have a great day. And make sure, like I said, if you are being bullied, call it out. Speak on it. You don't have to say names, but you can say what you're going through. And there's going to be amazing women that jump in and say, hey, we're here. You can talk to us anytime. Give people the chance to be good. All right, love you. Bye.